Oh, right, guys. Today we are going to be reacting to Will the EU Run Out of People? And I guess Germany is part of this. Make sure you guys really subscribe to my channel. I'm going to really appreciate that. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's the conclusion of this video.
The EU is an economic giant on the world stage and has some of the highest living conditions on the planet. Over the last few decades, however, birth rates across the member states have steadily been decreasing. It seems economic stability and democratic institutions don't inspire much passion in the bedroom. Shocking, we know. Over the last 20 years, the EU's total population rose by 4%. However, a contrasting trend emerged post-2020, with the population experiencing a decline for 2 consecutive years, leading to a loss of nearly 600,000 people.
Wow.
There are two main reasons for this population decline, starting with the EU's aging population. Between the years 2002 and 2022, the median age, the point at which half the population is older and half younger, increased from 38.7 to 44.4 years. This change has been more pronounced in some EU countries than others, with Italy, Portugal, Greece, and Germany recording the highest median ages, and Cyprus, Ireland, Luxembourg, and Malta recording the lowest median ages in the EU. In contrast, our competitors abroad, such as the US, China, and India, have populations that are still significantly younger than ours. Today, over 65-year-olds make up 21% of the total EU population.
Damn, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. If you think about it, the older you get, the older your generation gets, they get deleted. They start deleting themselves, right? So it has to get to a point where you don't have a lot. 25% is a huge number. You should probably have like 5 times younger people than that number. Well, because you want to always reproduce.
And impressively, 6.1% of individuals are aged 80 or above. This leads us to our second reason. The EU has very low birth rates. For a population to maintain its size without relying on immigration, each woman needs to have about 2.1 children.
Yep.
This is known as replacement fertility. However, in the EU, the fertility rate is currently at a modest 1.5 children per woman,
that's
dipping
it.
well below this crucial threshold. This essentially means that there aren't enough babies being born to replace the current population.
Yep.
What's even more surprising is that not a single EU country manages to hit the magic 2.1 fertility rate.
That is interesting, man. Really? Look at Spain. Golly, man. Look at Spain, bro. Germany is 1.58. Ireland's 1.78 and Iceland 1.82. Yo, Spain's about to get extinct, man. Wow.
The lowest rates are found in Italy, Spain, and Malta. So what does this mean for the European Union? Well, there are 4 main impacts. Firstly, economics, as a falling population leads to a reduced workforce, affecting productivity and economic growth. Secondly, healthcare, as the growing proportion of elderly people puts increased pressure on health and social care systems. Thirdly, there's pensions, as fewer working-age people supporting retirees may jeopardize the sustainability of pension systems.
Damn, man.
And fourthly, there are demographic imbalances, as an aging population causes changes in the structure of our societies, with potential cultural, political, and social implications.
Wow.
So what can the EU do about it? Most obviously, the EU can try and boost birth rates through policies that make parenting easier, such as affordable childcare and flexible work arrangements, and further financial incentives.
But hear me out. Back in the day, people were having 4 or 5 kids easily. And we didn't need none of this stuff, especially in Europe, right? You guys didn't need none of that stuff. You guys were having 2 or 3 kids. Especially in the United States, we were having like 5, 8, and 10 kids. Man, it was crazy over here. And we never need none of that stuff. We have a very stable system that somehow was just working fine. I don't think it might work, guys. It might work, but I would love to hear you guys' opinion. You think that affordable childcare, flexible work arrangement, you guys have already a flexible work arrangement already. So you want more? And financial incentive. This probably could do it, right? But you have to run a propaganda machine to make sure people can understand the severity of this.
Immigration can also help, but it's not without its challenges. Immigration policies can be contentious, and striking a balance between economic needs and social impacts is crucial. Next, there's a need for pension reforms. The sustainability of pension systems might require reforms like raising the retirement age or promoting private savings. But Macron has shown us firsthand how hard this can be.
Yeah, that's because that's not fair. They already did their job. They already did their job, and you as a government, you're failing to understand them.
Then lastly, there's leveraging technology and AI. Utilizing advancements in technology and artificial intelligence can help address labor shortages and boost productivity. But what do you think the EU should do? Let us know in the comments, and like the video and subscribe for more EU content. And if you want...
Well, in this case, guys, I think in the long run it has to make sense, man. Let me see what people say about this. You know what? Let's just go here. Let's see. Okay, so Germany birth rate. Dang, it went down. So it went down. This is not okay. So everybody's birth rate is still going down, guys. Don't get me wrong. You see? Everybody's birth rate, even the United States. See? In our case, it's the foreigners are having more kids than our own. And that's a problem because that's going to change demographic. And that's never okay, right? Immigration is always an asset to a nation unless you're not replacing the demographics. Look at this. Wow, that's crazy, my guy. Look at that. Damn, man. So sad, bro. Look at this. We were having 1960, 3.65. Wow. See, Germany, 2.37. Man, that's sad. Sad. Fuck. It's crazy, man. All Western nations. Let's say Uganda. Look, see what I'm saying? Look at this. Okay, like, these people are killing it, man. So it's not incentives. Like, these people, these countries are doing it. So I don't think it has to do with incentives. And these people and these countries are way poorer than us. So I don't think this Uganda has a 6.94, went down to 4, still went down, but they still above their replacement rate. Way above it. It's Uganda, right? South Africa. Even South Africa. Nigeria, look at that. Nigeria is very high. I don't know, guys. I would love to hear you guys' opinion regarding the topic. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.